this year's edition of the Side Splitters Christmas episode. My name is Lyle.
And I am caught in my own backtrack.
It's the Christmas episode, dude, really?
Oh, right. I am Rudolph the Red-Nosed Andy.
All right. And the third person, you might as well introduce yourself.
I am Fresco, as if y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
You can't have a holiday without this tub of goo.
That's
All
not
right.
true. We had Thanksgiving, and while you were there, it never got released.
Yeah, so I was there.
The only way he leaves is if it's an editing mistake. Lyle.
Right.
All right. So we
Drop
have
the microphone on that one.
yeah, and I'm going to pick it back up because it's the spirit of giving.
It is. It is. We're giving you some humble pie.
Yeah, no kidding. So how about we start the fire here? Just throw another log in right here. Yeah.
A Yule log, a very phallic Yule log.
Maybe play a little bit of Christmas tunes.
Do we have Christmas tunes?
We do! What's exciting about that, I'm so glad you asked, we have Christmas tunes. Typically, you get a well, I shouldn't say typically, the only other Christmas podcast we did, we had a Christmas play last year. And where we wanted to do it again this year, the creative department just couldn't be too creative. In other words, I couldn't think of anything. So, instead, we decided to do Christmas carols using the same character voices that we used in the play last year. At least all the funny ones. So, we will have that for your listening enjoyment along with this episode. But until then, we have this lovely music in the background you hear here. And when I say that you hear, I mean the audience will hear once this is edited and I drop it in there. Right now, you hear nothing. They'll also hear the fire crackling and all that. Thank you for breaking the fourth wall, gentlemen. Is there anything else you'd want to tell them?
Well, should we tell them what songs they will hear?
How about we just give them a little taste of what is in store? We don't tell them all of them, but we do say Susan is mentioned.
Susan is mentioned, yes.
Because it's not a Christmas episode unless Susan gets mentioned.
Susan, by the way, call me. I love your sweater meat. This is the man behind one of the pretentious gentlemen. I miss your sweater meat. It was lovely.
Can you give us a little bit of pretentious?
Susan, by God. Burst into confetti.
All right. So on the show tonight, we have all kind of fun Christmas games. We have Jingle Jammers, and
Woo!
yeah, that's Fresco's favorite freaking game. And what's fun about that is it's going to be not 90s commercials, not 90s theme songs for TV shows. In fact, it's not going to be anything 90s. It's going to be Christmas movies or holiday movies. Well, yeah, Christmas movies, and the songs associated with those Christmas movies. In other words, it could be a song on the soundtrack. It could be a song on the score. Most importantly, it's going to be something that is only with that movie. In other words, Jingle Bell Rock may have been played on a Christmas movie, but it would more than likely be played on several of them. So instead of that, I made sure I
Home
picked...
Alone 2.
Right, exactly. So I made sure I picked an original song to fit every movie. So anyway, that will be the first game. Next up, we will be doing Make the Case Holiday Multiplayer Edition. Electric Boogaloo.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's the multiplayer Make the Case and just Christmas themed. So in other words, I will say, you guys get to argue between whether or not Rudolph's nose should be red or green. The player that goes second will get to choose which argument they want to make, and the person that doesn't have a say in which argument they want to make will be able to go first. So that'll be fun. And then we have Christmas edition of Oh No She Didn't. Fresco, can you give us a little taste of that?
Oh no, she didn't.
Yeah, see, that's not going to pass. That right there is what's not going to get you points. Andy, show us how you get points.
Oh no, she didn't.
God, you guys suck. All right.
I don't know how much more hype you want, dude.
It's not hype. It's the flamboyantness. Ah, now she did. Come on. Anyway.
Harder than it looks.
What's that?
It's harder than it looks.
Yeah, I know. So that is pretty much what it sounds like. I'm going to give them a quote with a female that said it. The quote is going to be holiday themed. The female, not so holiday themed. But then they're going to tell me whether or not that the quote was actually said by that person by saying, yes, it was, or the very flamboyant, oh, no, she didn't. And then last but not least, we bring forth a brand new game thought of by Andy himself. What are you naming this thing? I have What Did Santa Bring?
I mean, that's what I kind of had in mind for it anyway.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did Santa bring?
So What Did Santa Bring is brilliant, is what it is. I name a character. It could be a celebrity. It could be a sports player or an actor or an actress, a singer, whatever. Or it could also be, cartoon characters or TV show characters, whatever. They have to tell me what Santa Claus brought that particular character for Christmas this year. So that should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be the whole show. And, we will be keeping score and see who is crowned Christmas champion of Side Splitters 2017.
I gotta get revenge for the last episode, so I'm gonna be on point today.
You have to get revenge for the last 20 decasodes, even though we only have
Yeah,
dude.
Get on my level.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. But
I think y'all's in cahoots.
In cahoots. We
In
are
cahoots.
going to start with Jingle Jammers.
Folks, I apologize. This Jingle Jammers is going to be abysmal. Not so far as comedy-wise goes, but we are not going to get shit.
I mean, come on.
I think this is going to be far more difficult than it needs to be. Just saying. And there had better next year, I'm throwing this out here. Next year, there had better fucking be a Halloween version of Jingle Jammers, because I am on point for that.
I mean, you'll never know what Santa brings you. Okay, so let's flip a coin and determine who goes first in the 2017 Christmas episode showdown.
I want to roll a d20.
I don't know what I'll roll one. For those that don't know, since it's Christmas time, we can give out some free information here. Andy, being the awesome guy he was, gave us all a set of dice for being involved in his wedding. That was his gift to his groomsmen on his wedding, and I actually think it's pretty freaking awesome, to be honest. These dice,
they got some heft to them.
They do, man. I like that about them. Like, they got some good weight to them. Watch, you'll actually hear. I'm gonna roll the d20. You'll know I'm rolling it. You'll hear it in a second. Here we go. Okay, so I don't know what I'm actually supposed to do with said number. You never told me.
Okay, so roll it the first time. That'll be Andy's number.
Okay, I got Andy's number.
What is Andy's number?
Andy's number is 13.
Okay, roll it again.
And for high, right? High wins?
High wins.
Okay. 17. Fresco, you win. You want to go first or second?
I will go first.
Okay.
Cahoots!
Collusion!
It's your dice!
I call collusion?
Cahoots!
Alright, Fresco's first. I'm going right down the line here because that's what I'm doing. As per the usual, you're only getting 3 or 4 seconds. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Here we go. First Christmas movie. Here we go. You ready?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Jesus Christ. Oh, it's going to be so hard, you guys. You see, yes, National Lampoon's Christmas. My God, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't have enough of these to have lyrics in them. They're going to yell at me for not having enough lyrics in these. And then the one of the few that I do have lyrics in, you don't even let it get there. We're going to listen to the rest of it.
Light the lights. Get a toasted fire.
Fire burning bright.
Way to stay off beat, just like everything else. Okay, so
So
yeah,
beat in my head.
obviously National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Very good. So that's the first point of the evening, awarded to Fresco. Andy, you're up next. Oh God, you're up next.
Okay.
Oh my God, you are so going to think there's some collusion going on. You know what? I didn't realize how the order of this worked, because it's like easy, hard, easy, hard, easy, hard. So we're not going to do that. We're going to give Andy the third entry here.
Oh.
He would definitely think there's some collusion going on if I let that happen. There we go. You ready?
Yes.
No lyrics on this one, just a warning.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. What you got?
That is Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know, I thought maybe if I just picked a very odd section of a song, I can get away with it, but there was no way. I'm looking through every song on there, and I'm like, they're gonna know every part of every one of these songs. So I figured I would take one with lyrics, take the lyrics out, do an instrumental, and put a very weird part in it, and just hope that it would throw you off somehow, but obviously not. 1-1. Yeah, see, that one was going to go to Fresco next, and what Fresco's about to get was going to go to you. You tell me how fair it would have been. Here we go. You ready, Fresco?
Go ahead. Huh. Huh. Is that, Santa Claus is coming to town?
No. It's A Christmas Story.
Ah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Never
I
saw that
definitely would.
movie.
You never saw that movie?
Nope.
I've only seen it once, and it was like within the last 2 years.
Well, good news. It's played for 24 hours for some reason on Christmas Day.
Ugh.
It's so
Yeah, I know it's a popular one. People love it. I know the memes from it, like the leg lamp and everything like that. But like, I don't know that movie nearly as well as everybody else does.
There's a ton of references to it in Borderlands, actually.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I know enough of it to get those references, but that's about it.
Okay. Andy, you're up next.
Yay!
Here we go.
Okay.
Christmas carols by candlelight.
That sounds so familiar too.
That's what I was hoping for.
Oh, shit. Oh, I can picture it too. Camera sweeping. Yeah. Home Alone.
Yes! Wow! I was just about to call a buzzer on that one.
What was it?
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it was. Where it come? Yeah.
Please come home for Christmas.
Yep.
I made sure to leave that part out because I'm like, oh, if I leave them hanging on it right there, they're gonna be like, oh, that sounds so familiar. What is that? You know. So I was hoping for that. All right, Fresco, you're up.
Phew.
Damn it.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. That's all you're getting.
Can I steal?
No.
I'm gonna say. I know it's a Tim Burton film, so
You
it's
get
gotta
one shot and one opportunity. You have to get the name right. If you don't get the title right, I can't give you the points. Just so you know.
be Batman Returns.
Yes.
Damn it!
Yes, that's why I couldn't give you much. I'm like, this is a good one, but I can't give him like more than 3 seconds on this one.
You can tell it's Tim Burton, you can tell it's Danny Elfman, and like
Yeah.
that's apparent in like 3 seconds of music.
Yeah, totally. Let's see, it's not Beetlejuice. We already did Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, I know. All right. Let's see. Let's do this one for Andy. Okay, you ready?
Okay. I'm a little afraid, but sure.
Here we go.
Okay. Wow.
I hope that laugh, Fresco, is because you know it. But don't say anything. I want Andy to try to guess.
Okay, so I have an obscure movie in mind. I don't know how obscure you get with these holiday movies,
Go ahead.
which is weird, but gonna go on a limb here and say Jack Frost 2?
No, with the obscure thing, I thought for sure. I'm like, oh my god, he might actually have it. It won't count, Fresco. But do you want to take a guess?
No.
Okay, it's Trading Places.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I figured it was a long shot, but I was like, you know what? If some weird reason they get this, I am going to label them as Jingle Jammer gods. And that'll be the end of that. Alright, so
I've been a god.
Fresco, you're up next. Don't worry, there's still room for godness. Godness? Yeah.
Godliness.
Yeah, godliness, that'll work. Here we go. You ready?
Yep. All right.
I'll give
Because
you
it's a
more.
holiday.
Did you not hear the first part of that?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I can give you.
I'm thinking of a movie, but I don't know if I'm racist for thinking of it.
Wow. Medea's Family Christmas.
No, and I think that's a little racist. What's your guess, Andy?
I was gonna say Friday After Next.
That's the one! Oh, you get no points, but you are awarded godliness, Andy.
Oh, damn it.
Alright, Andy, this is the last one. This one's for you. And we'll move on to the next game. Here we go.
I know that one.
I bet you do. What you got, Andy?
Edward Scissorhands.
No.
Not
You
Edward
idiot.
Scissorhands. Go ahead, Fresco. Tell them what it is.
Gremlins.
It's the Gremlins.
Oh, damn it. I just watched the second one last night, too.
Well, maybe you should have watched the first one.
I should have.
You silly tit.
You silly tit. Okay, well, that is Jingle Jammers. Wasn't too horrible. We ended the game with actually a tie score of 2-2.
Yeah, it actually wasn't bad.
I told you it wouldn't be.
I was
Yeah.
expecting a lot worse movies. But, like, have you seen Jack Frost 2?
No.
Have you seen Jack Frost at all with the Killer Snowman?
No, man.
For the record, I'm disappointed because I was expecting to hear Jingle All the Way somewhere on that list.
For the record, do you realize how much I hate this holiday? Both of you. Like, come on. Why would I watch any of these movies? Yeah, I've seen some of them. Obviously, National Lampoon's Christmas. Obviously.
Obviously.
But come on.
Merry Christmas! Shitter was full! Yeah, it's lovely. Have you checked our shitters, honey?
Yeah, I seen Christmas Story when I was a kid. Can't stand it. Nightmare Before Christmas, don't count that as a Christmas movie. Home Alone doesn't count. Batman Returns doesn't count. Gremlins doesn't count. Trading Places doesn't count. And I don't care what you say, Friday After Next doesn't count. None of these, in my eyes, count as Christmas movies. But I know they have some sort of Christmassy theme to each one of them. So I was like, yeah, why not? I only threw Christmas Story in there because there had to be, I figured, one traditional Christmas movie in there. But then the more I looked into it, the more I'm just like, all of these have like traditional Christmas carols in them. I can't use these. So that's why I was saying, like, I had to specifically make it that movie's song, you know?
I gotcha.
Yeah, and Christmas Story was so much of a long shot. It was just like, I doubt they're going to get this. So, yeah, that's that. Anyway, on to the next game. We have... Make the case.
Yay!
Now,
I love Make the Case.
I would typically let the losing side decide who goes first, but being that we don't have one, shall we go back to the D20?
Back to the D20.
This time we'll make the first number Fresco's number, okay? And we will be going for the low roll as opposed to the high roll.
Okay.
Here we go. First number for Fresco. 3.
Collusion.
God, you know, I'm trying to switch it up so there's no detection of that. But I mean, so it doesn't seem like there's that. But Andy's number 10. Fresco gets the decision to go first or second.
Collusion!
I will go second.
Oh, see, there you go. All right. In that case, Fresco gets to decide. Very good for knowing your rules. What side of Make the Case he wants to be on. So, being that Fresco's going second, I've explained this beginning, I'll explain it real quick again. Being that Fresco's going second, he gets to decide which side of the argument I'm about to present them he wants to be on, whereas Andy won't get to decide, however, he'll get to make the opening argument. So, the argument in question, boys, is in fact, should we, and I do say we as in Americans, stealing other people's traditions, should we keep the tradition of hiding a Christmas pickle in the Christmas tree? Or, and I hope you recall last year's episode where I came up with my own, well, not really my own tradition, but there was an ice cream cone that you would hide in the Christmas tree. And the ice cream cone would melt onto the Christmas gifts. And whoever got the most ice cream on said Christmas gifts was the person that received the reward gift, the bonus gift, if you will. So even though some of your gifts got ruined, you get a special one put to the side just for you for having the most gifts ruined. So the question here is, should we continue with hiding a Christmas pickle, or should we change it to a Christmas ice cream cone? Fresco, which side of that argument do you want?
I will take the ice cream cone.
You will take the ice cream cone. In that case, Andy, I am going to give you 30 seconds. Timer for 30 seconds. And you get to tell me why we should be keeping the tradition of hiding a Christmas pickle starting now.
Okay, so the Christmas pickle is a time-honored tradition from somewhere in something Slavic, and I think that it presents a very, very strong case for, raising children to uphold the vinegary laws of Christmas justice from the old country. The pickle is there to set a standard. The standard is that, sure, things get stewed in vinegary, shitty kind of stuff, but, it's a special treat. It's a special treat that when you find it, you'll be like, ha, I found the worst in the world. Merry Christmas to me. I'm still alive for seeing it and having it. And that's that kind of reminder that children need.
Time up. Fair enough. All right, so with that being said, I will, hold judgment until I hear Fresco's 30 seconds. Would it be better if I put the timer on the screen for you guys?
Nope. Good. Go.
Okay. All right. Go.
Okay, so instead of hiding the stupid pickle in the tree and letting vinegar drip all over everything and then fucking make everything smell, you can have ice cream, an ice cream cone. Now, this not only allows you to have a somewhat edible treat afterwards, because who's gonna fucking sit down and eat a pickle? But you can eat the ice cream cone. And then the person whose gifts gets showered in all that milky mess gets to learn the prime lesson of why it's acceptable and sometimes necessary that one thing must be destroyed so that you can then replace it with something with maybe a little more meaningful. Maybe that bonus present.
Time. All right. From now on, I'm going to tell you guys time and just give me your closing argument there. How about that? So it doesn't come such an abrupt stop. I don't want to ever interrupt you guys, but, I wait for you guys to stop and you never do. Okay. Both very valid points. However, only one can win. And in this case, I'm going to go with the one I like the most, which was Fresco's argument.
Oh.
I want to see an ice cream cone for Christmas. And I also,
Collusion!
hey man, call it what you will. If something is going to ruin Christmas gifts, I'm all for it. I hate this holiday. Okay, well, since Fresco got to decide, what argument he got to decide. Well, we'll switch turns is what I'm trying to say here in a roundabout way. So, Andy, you will be going second this time, which means you get to select the argument this time that you want to make. And the argument in question is, should we carry on the tradition of sending out Christmas cards to friends and family and loved ones, or should we switch it to one giant massive text message to a group of friends and family and loved ones?
I will take the text message.
You will take the text message. Okay, in that case, Fresco, you have 30 seconds to defend Christmas cards starting now.
Christmas cards are wonderful because you have all these little, you can have all the designs and meaningful things on the front of it that let you know, hey, it's season's greetings, happy holidays. There's a puppy wearing a Santa's hat. And yeah, you can have gifts and shit like that on your phone, but this comes a little more meaningful because you have to handwrite out the addresses and everything and send them out. And you give those neglected loved ones some love every once in a while on the holidays. Those people that you don't see all year round. And that's why you need to keep up with the Christmas cards.
Closing arguments. Good?
Yeah.
Good. That's why you need to keep up the Christmas cards. All right. Very good. Andy, rebuttal with the Christmas text. 30 seconds starting now.
Alright, everybody has a smart device at some point or another, and you can send out mass text messages to people. Like, why waste the gas? Why waste the hassle? You don't need to go to the post office or get stamps or, like, be weighted through the card store with your significant other going, oh, this looks cute. Do you think my aunt will like this one? No, screw all that. You text it down. That's about as much as those people deserve. And it still sends at least some sort of tidings and good cheer their way, even if it's not the best in-your-face thing with a card. Screw the puppy, get the text.
There you go. Screw the puppy, get the text. That final statement might have just done it for me. I think I'm all for... I'm not going to make that statement. I'm all for making the exclamation of screwing the puppy and getting the text. You know what? Andy wins, all right?
Collusion!
Is it?
It's because you hate Christmas. Collusion!
Well, yeah. Make that a part of your argument. Know your audience, fool.
That's why I picked it.
Don't worry. You're coming up on being able to pick the next one. Here we go. The argument in question for the third make the case. Fresco, choose the argument. Pollyanna, the gifts. You write out a list of what you want. It gets picked randomly, and you get someone else's random name and a list that comes with that you get to gift, blah, blah, blah. In other words, there is typically a reward
I know how
system.
Pollyanna
Right,
works.
of course you do. I'm trying to make it for the audience that doesn't know. Maybe
Well,
there's
you're babbling around in a circle.
Well, I'm trying, okay? But maybe there's some underprivileged, listener out there, because this podcast is free. So they get it for free. Maybe they don't have the luxury of Pollyannas out there. So I'm trying to explain to them what it is. Anyway. So you get this weird list. Someone else gets your list. Everyone's happy at the end. There's always a spending limit, blah, blah, blah. Do we keep that traditional? Or do we instead have one large gift that everyone puts money towards? Okay, and the person that gets rewarded with that gift is the winner of a breakdancing contest between all the contenders. Which argument do you want?
Oh, I want the breakdancing one.
Andy, that means you have to tell me why Pollyanna should stay traditional. You have 30 seconds starting now.
Alright, I don't know about you, but Pollyanna should actually stay traditional because, let's face it, you know more than two people. If you know more than two people, that means that you have this obligation during the holidays to get them a little something. And, nobody's going to like a can of sardines for Christmas as much as you want to give one because everybody has one left over. So, do you do the Pollyanna because, alright, one person gets your attention this year. Just one. And you know what? Let's keep it that way. Why does it all gift giving just be a Pollyanna? Like, only one of you deserves my love.
Okay. And Fresco breakdancing contest, 30 seconds, starting now.
So, all right, if everybody pulls their money together, they can get something as fantabulous as like an Xbox One X, a brand new $1,200 PC. They can get a 72-inch television. They all pull in for it, and then it's down to sheer skill. Then it's who can bust the mightiest of moves. Who can go ahead and spin on their head and do the quadruple sextuple backspin and still pull off the moves. Like, fucking DDR evolved. You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
It should be about skill. It should not be pity, like... Yeah. I was trying to come up with a better closing argument, but when you were like, time, I was like, yeah.
You turned into Curly as soon as I say time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you had me. Fresco, before you even started your argument, you had me. Because it was my idea. Why wouldn't I like it? But then you went out there and made the exclamation that the PC would cost $1,200. Gotta get this one to Andy.
So arbitrary. Oh, jeez.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Side Splitters, where we have a contest and the points mean nothing. On to the next argument. Andy, which side do you... Wait, you already picked a side, didn't you? Yeah, it's Fresco's turn again, right?
No,
No,
I'm
he
the one
picked
that picked the breakdancing.
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? So, Andy, the argument in question here is Christmas carols. Should they stay traditional, or should they be considered disturbing the peace and criminalized?
I'm going to pick disturbing the peace and criminalized.
All right. In that case, Fresco, you have 30 seconds to explain why Christmas carols should stay the way they are, starting now.
Fa la 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 la. Time.
Well, that was so incredibly well done. I almost don't even want to hear Andy's at this point.
What?
That was incredible, man. Here you have a man that clearly know he lost, okay? He is just at wit's end. He's had enough of my shenanigans. He's up against the wall. He's going to do whatever it takes. And you know what he does? He does the one thing that he knows is going to drive a man insane that cannot stand holidays. He sings Christmas carols. Nothing says this is why it should stay traditional more than actually doing the act of. But in the act of tradition, we will let both sides argue. Andy, I hope you got a good lawyer. You have 30 seconds, starting now.
Well, do you need any more argument for why they should be criminalized? I mean, Rob should be locked up right now. Just carted off, taken to the North Pole jail where he's rammed vigorously with a candy cane. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, that being said, you couldn't use the whole time, man? I mean, what kind of person just abruptly stops in the middle of an argument?
It was still a longer argument than his
How do you
follow-on.
have 30 whole seconds and you decide to use like 17? How do you do that?
Because I made my point.
Yeah, well, I'm making mine. Fresco gets the point.
He had 10 seconds of follow-ons.
Which is 10 more seconds of all the fa's and laws you had, now isn't it?
No, it's 7 less.
On to, oh no she didn't. Now. With the score being tied miraculously, we will have
miraculously.
another Christmas miracle. We will have to roll dice to see where we go next in this
Collusion.
in this wacky game show. But before we do that, let's explain what Oh No She Didn't actually is. Oh No She Didn't, for those that don't remember, is where I make a quote, or excuse me, I say a quote, and the person that said it, and they have to tell me whether or not it's an accurate statement? Is it, in fact, a quote at all? Is it the right person that said it? Any of those things can play into it. If all of it is correct, they say yes, whatever, move on. If any of it is incorrect, however, they have to flamboyantly exclaim, "Oh no, she didn't." If they do not exclaim, "Oh no, she didn't," to my satisfaction, they do not receive points. Keep that in mind, gentlemen. All right.
Okay.
Please, not too loud. I am wearing headphones. I'll be more lenient on you than I was before the show, I promise.
Headphone warning.
Right, yeah, exactly. Well, tie game. So I will be the judge in how the dice roll this time. I'm going to say we get let's see here. What is this? 10-sided? 12-sided. We're going to get a 12-sided die here. What is this? A deco whatever, hedron. And the higher number, no. If it's 1 through 6, it'll be Fresco. If it's 7 through 12, it'll be Andy. Here we are. It's 5. It's Fresco.
I called that. I so freaking called that. It's a shame these things don't have cameras, because as soon as you said 1 to 6, it was going to be Fresco. I held up my hand like 5. It's going to be 5. It's going to be freaking 5.
Well, maybe you should have
Lo and
realized.
behold,
Maybe you should have
5.
realized we're audio only, and you should have spoke. Look, I changed it 3 different times now. I don't know what else you want me to do.
Tell you what, next time I'm going to call it.
How is that fair?
How is it fair?
How does it matter?
Yeah, that's the other question.
I'm the one that makes the rules around here, all right? I'll tell you how it matters on another show. Now.
No, what I meant is how does it matter to Andy if he calls it or not? He's going to call it, you're going to roll it, and then either he can't see it.
Well, that's, no need to bring the man's blindness into question here.
Never mind. Carry on.
Okay, Fresco, do you want to go first or second?
I shall go first.
You shall go first. Okay, in that case, I hope we're ready for Holiday Edition of Oh No, She Didn't. Your first quote, Fresco. Nothing says holidays like a cheese log. Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, no, she didn't.
I'm sorry, Fresco, but she actually did. I'm pretty sure Ellen DeGeneres loves cheese.
And she's white.
Very. So yeah,
Very
she
white.
did say that. You sounded foolish for no reason at all. You are awarded no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Wow, over at Ellen DeGeneres, no less.
Andy, you're up.
Okay.
Okay. The main reason Santa is so jolly is because he knows where all the bad girls live. Angelina Jolie.
She did say that.
No, she didn't. That was, in fact, George Carlin. So no points are awarded to you, and may God have mercy on your soul.
For Angelina Jolie, may God have Angelina Jolie on my soul.
I just wanted to make another God thing when I'm talking about George Carlin. Felt right. Okay.
Fair enough.
Fresco, you're up again. I invite all of my nieces and nephews and their spouses and kids over and do what we like to do. Eat, laugh, trade presents, and just enjoy each other. Sometimes I even dress up like Santa. Dolly Parton.
She said it.
She, in fact, did say it, Fresco. You are the first on the board for Oh No, She Did.
I love Dolly. I don't like country music, but I love Dolly Parton.
Hello,
Just
Dolly.
so you know, at first I had that quote and I was like, this sounds like something Reese Witherspoon would say. But I decided to leave it alone. Next up, for Andy. What I don't like about office Christmas parties is looking for a job the next day. Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, that seems like something she would say, but oh no, she didn't.
No, she did not. It was, in fact, Phyllis Diller that said that. Phyllis
Oh, I was gonna say
Diller.
Miley Cyrus. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Oh,
All right.
no. Miley Cyrus nor Lindsay Lohan have ever seen the inside of a fucking office building.
That was kind of the one saving grace of that statement. I'm like, they'll be able to figure that part out, right? All right, Fresco, you're up.
Yep.
I stopped believing in Santa Claus when I was 6. Mother took me to see him in a department store, and he asked me for my autograph. Drew Barrymore.
Ooh. Ooh. Well, this is a tough one, because she does seem like she'd be that kind of bubblehead. I'm going to say yes. She said it.
She did not say it. It was Shirley Temple.
No.
But what's fascinating about that is Drew Barrymore was a childhood actress. She was in E.T. But she was 7 when she was in E.T. So that little detail, if for some reason you're some person that's obsessed with Drew Barrymore, you would have known that. You didn't, you get no points. Andy, you're up.
Okay.
One thing I always try to work on is my game show host laugh. I hope I got it right. Here we go. The one thing women don't want to find in their stockings on Christmas morning is their husbands. Joan Rivers.
She said that.
She, in fact, did say that. Andy, you get another point.
Yay! Joan Rivers. May she rest in hell.
Jesus. All right, Fresco, you're up.
She's Jewish.
Here we go. Christmas and the New Year are actually 2 holidays. So there is a plural, which in the English language necessitates the use of S. I suppose you could say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, but you probably have shit to do. Sarah Silver.
Yeah, she said that.
Oh, no, she did! That was Jon Stewart.
Same difference.
Right?
Exactly. That's why I did it. Oh, God. All right, and last... No, we actually have 2 more. Okay. So next up for Andy. Oh, we have 3 more. I'm sorry. Because Fresco went first, so it makes sense. Blah, 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 blah. So, Andy, here we go.
Cover your tracks.
Every year, Christmas gets longer and longer. And you don't care, do you? Every year, you just take more of the calendar for yourself. How long does it take you people to shop? It's beyond belief. It's insane. When I was a kid, Halloween was Halloween, and Santa wasn't poking his ass into it. Chelsea Handler.
I'm gonna have to go with... Oh, no! She didn't!
You know, that's just enough flamboyance to work for me. Anything lower than that, you'd not be getting the points right now. But it works. She did not. In fact, that was... Do you want to take a guess of who actually said it?
I'm gonna say Chris Rock.
It was Louis Black. You're close. You have
Oh.
Black right, just not in the name. It was Louis Black. That's why I was trying to accentuate, the feeling and emotion behind it, the way he would do it. If you see me over here, I'm flailing about like an old man fish. So Fresco, you're up next. Here we go. I set a personal record on Christmas. I got my shopping done 3 weeks ahead of time. I had all the presents back at my apartment. I was halfway through wrapping them, and I realized, damn, I used the wrong wrapping paper. The paper I used said Happy Birthday, and I didn't want to waste it, so I just wrote Jesus on it. Betty White.
Oh, she said it.
Oh, no, she didn't. That was actually Dimitri Martin.
I actually remember that bit, too.
So I've never heard of Demetri Martin, but
Is this
Betty
guy
White would
interesting?
totally make a joke like that.
She totally would, which is why I was just like, oh my god, this is so good. I wanted to get her in here somewhere, so I had to find one that's like wholesome enough for her, And I figured, we can go with the tone of a comedian just saying, yeah, I'm stupid, instead of Betty White just going, yeah, I'm old. And it still makes the same sense. All right, final one. Andy, here we go.
Okay.
If my Valentine you won't be, I'll hang myself on your Christmas tree. Courtney Love.
She said it.
It was actually Ernest Hemingway.
I'm sure she said it to somebody.
But it wasn't her original quote. It was Ernest
Certainly
Hemingway.
wasn't Kurt.
Sadly enough, I was originally going to say that Chester Bennington said that, but
Oh.
he's not a woman, so I couldn't do it. Anyway. On to the next game. Andy.
Leading by 2, I would
By
imagine.
1, actually. He was only leading by 1. 7-6. So you don't count yourself so short. So,
Yay! Collusion!
well, get ready to yell that again, because that means Fresco gets to decide who goes first this game.
Oh my god, collusion!
Ain't no one tell you to have the lead, alright?
I will let Andy go first.
There you go. There you go. Alright. So the name of this
Christmas
game is...
spirit is alive and well.
The name of this game is What Did Santa Bring? Okay? And basically, I name a character of some sort, and the gentlemen have to tell me what Santa brought them this year. It could be one thing, it could be multiple things. I'll let that be this. Okay.
Sorry, excuse me.
God
I
bless us,
apologize.
everyone. So,
Thank you, Tiny Tim.
Christmas miracle yet again. All right, so yeah, I'll let them decide what Santa brought these people, and I will determine whether or not I agree with them, and that'll be the deciding factor of whether or not they get a point. Yeah?
So we each go each time?
No.
Okay,
No.
you're going to do one, and then you like say Andy's going first, so you'll do one for him. He'll say something, you'll decide if you agree or not, and then if you agree, he gets the point. If not, he doesn't get the point, then you come to me.
Regardless, the next character on the list goes to you, not the same.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just making sure that it's clear for everyone.
Okay.
People are playing this game at home, Fresco. You don't realize it, but they are. Okay.
Lucky bastards.
Yeah, right?
That
So-
pays royalties.
So, the first person in question for Andy here. Andy, what did Santa bring Harvey Weinstein?
Well, Harvey. I don't know if people realize this, but Harvey's been a little naughty this year. So, he also knows that Harvey is also a very powerful Jew. So, he didn't bring him anything except for 8 days of coal, as per the Hanukkah rules.
Now, I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Aw.
Only because you know that Santa knows when you're asleep and Santa knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. In other words,
Thank you.
just because we are finding out about what Harvey's done in the past doesn't mean Santa didn't already know. So in comparison, this is one of Harvey's good years. He's getting plenty of gifts. No points.
Okay. Weird logic, but alright.
All right. It's fun because I get to participate in the game a little bit. Fresco, you're up. Fresco, can you tell me what Santa brought Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks? Please tell me you know the character.
I do know the character. I'm trying to think.
Okay.
He brought him the greatest gift that Uncle Ruckus could ever receive. The same stuff that made Michael Jackson turn white.
Ooh, he brought him the gift of Vitalago. Yeah, you get that point. Absolutely, you get that point. Okay, very well played.
I would have said that too.
Yeah, well, you should have said something better with Harvey Weinstein. You didn't? Sorry. But don't worry, you get to redeem yourself here, Andy. Andy, can you
Okay.
please tell me what Santa brought Kesha?
Oh, God, where do I even begin? Okay. She got the, Kesha, you're doing fabulous starter kit. where it was a multitude of things. She got a platinum record holder. She got bedazzled corduroy trash bags, and she got a toothbrush in the shape of a Jack Daniels bottle.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, if he doesn't mention Jack Daniels at some point, as like the only line I know that she's ever said, the only other thing I've also would have accepted that would have guaranteed you a point would have been a hug from Jerry Seinfeld. But it's okay, you got the Jack Daniels in there, so I'll allow it. You get a point.
Yay!
Fresco, you're up.
Alright.
Fresco, can you tell me, what did Santa bring Colin Kaepernick? We know who Colin Kaepernick is, right?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Colin Kaepernick is the actually relatively new quarterback of the 49ers as of last year, until he started doing this whole thing where he would kneel in the beginning of a game and start that whole thing in football, and now he can't get a job anywhere. As a matter of fact, the Carolina Panthers are selling their team, and P. Diddy himself has actually said, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to sign Colin Kaepernick, and that's just how things are going to be. And, you know, he let the media run with that for a little bit until he came out and said, are you kidding me? I was joking. So, yeah. What did he bring Colin Kaepernick for Christmas this year?
A job.
Oh, you get a point. Oh, there's nothing like playing to the audience. All right, Andy's up next. Andy, I want you to tell me, what did Santa bring Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty?
What could Rick possibly want from Santa Claus? Rick got... Santa brought him the one thing that I've never been able to see Rick do in the 3 seasons of that show.
Okay.
He brought him the ability to hug his wife.
Ooh. You know, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, where could he possibly go? You went dark. All right. Yeah, you get that point. Yeah, okay, you get that point. All right, well done.
I was trying to think about that. I'm like, Jesus, man, you had to give me the character that has everything.
Tell you what,
I'll get everything.
I'm going to give you a bonus point if you can tell me within 5 seconds what's his wife's name.
Barbara.
Is that right? Let's see. Rick Sanchez wife name. No, it's Diane. That's right. It's Diane. No, sorry. All right.
No bonus point.
You got the first point. That means I have to give Fresco a bonus point somehow. Let's see. Fresco is up next. Fresco, can you tell me what Santa brought? Oh, here we go. What did Santa bring Kevin Hart?
I have such a great answer for this.
Well, too bad it's not your turn. Fresco?
I know!
You know that little memory flasher from Men in Black?
Yes.
Okay, Santa brought that to Kevin Hart so he could go ahead and memory flash that woman he cheated on his wife with, so that she would forget that he cheated on his wife with her.
And therefore would not be able to blackmail him.
Exactly.
Brilliant. I like it. I'm sitting here and I'm like, if he gets anything other than coal or like a step stool or something just to make him unhappy, he's not getting a point. But then you brought it back. You said what he's getting. You said why he's getting. I appreciate it. You're getting a point. Okay, Andy.
Can I say what I was going to get him?
Go ahead. What were you going to get him?
I was going to get him a restraining order against The Rock.
They're good friends.
They've been too close lately.
I have a feeling that if it wasn't for The Rock, Kevin Hart wouldn't be getting money right now. Not that he needs it, but, Okay.
Anyway.
Andy, your Your job to tell me what Santa brought Terry Crews. The opposite of Kevin Hart.
Oh, Santa Claus brought Terry Crews probably the greatest gift of them all. Santa Claus brought Terry Crews his own copy of Overwatch with all of Terry Crews' pre-recorded dialogue for Doomfist.
Oh my God. Bonus question, what console?
Oh, PC.
Gotta give you two! Gotta give you two!
Why does he get the 2 bonus questions?
I promise you'll get 2 bonus questions, Fresco. I'm sorry.
Collusion!
Alright, Fresco. As you said earlier, you were upset that Jingle All the Way was not on my holiday Jingle Jammer list. I'll have you actually know that it was once there. The problem was, I didn't want to overdo too many things from that movie, because I do like that movie. So, what did Santa bring Sinbad for Christmas this year?
A Turbo Man.
Oh. Alright, Fresco, your chance for a boost. Never mind. I was going to say your chance for a bonus point. What was the sidekick's name?
Booster.
Yeah, I know. I said it.
That's actually pretty funny.
All right, tell you what. I'll give you another chance at a bonus question. What was the villain's name that he brought him?
God, I don't know. I can't remember.
That's all right. Andy didn't get his first bonus question either. It's all right. Andy,
Yes.
can you please tell me what did Santa bring Roger Goodell for Christmas?
As soon as you tell me who that is.
Okay, he is the commissioner for the NFL. He's not liked much at these days, but for some reason he's just recently been reinstated as the commissioner for another 5 years. So tell me, what did Santa bring Roger Goodell for Christmas?
Santa brought him. Oh, Santa brought him an American flag that is tethered to a yoga mat.
I don't know how to argue with that. Yeah, you got a point. I'm not happy about it, but you got a point. All right. Fresco. Well, let's just roll right along with the same theme here, shall we? Because I know in the back of your mind you're sitting there going, man, no Jingle All the Way, no Die Hard. What did Santa bring Bruce Willis for Christmas this year?
The charges dropped. Inevitably, he's going to be the next one popping up with a sexual harassment charge. So Santa brought him a free charges dropped.
I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm dying over here. Because I'm just like, is he in trouble? Oh no, he was the next one, wasn't he? No, he's going to be the next one. All right, you got me. You get a point. Oh god, that was good. That was good. You on your way. You're the next Lenny Bruce.
I don't know. I thought it was a cop out.
You see, I can't give you bonus points when it's his turn, Andy.
Fair.
All right, Andy, your final one.
Okay.
What did Santa bring George Lucas for Christmas?
Santa brought George Lucas augmented reality goggles. That way everything could be CGI.
I have a better one.
Oh,
Can I steal?
That's not a thing.
I can't just make up a rule on the fly. It's not fair for me to say you can't have it because it's not what I wanted you to say.
Okay.
Because it is still good, just not in the perspective of a Star Wars fan. Or someone that's not a Star Wars fan, rather. I kind of know what you're talking about, but that's just because of pop culture. I was really hoping you would say something along the lines of, like, a slice of that Disney pie back. But,
I was going to say ownership of Disney.
any of that would have worked, just a slice would have been fine, I'm sure. I mean, I know George Lucas is a large man, but sometimes only, no matter how large you are, you can only have a slice of the biggest pie, you know what I mean?
The only other answer I was going to give was the at least free tickets to every Star Wars movie to come out in theaters from now until he dies.
That's just mean. He didn't do anything bad this year. I'm going to give you the point, don't worry.
Okay.
Fresco.
Yep.
Last one, man. Can you tell me, I'm still giving you the love for Jingle All the Way, what did Santa bring Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, a better looking maid.
Yes! 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 Oh, yes!
Alright, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh, God, that was good. That was good. But it doesn't quite tie the score. The score, as it stands right now, is 13-12 in favor of Andy. Luckily for Fresco, he has that second bonus question that he didn't get asked yet. So Fresco, man, I don't even, I'm going to have to go to the Googles for this one, if you'll excuse me for a second.
How to cheat Andy out.
No, it's not that.
I bookmarked that.
How about, would you be okay with this, Fresco? Let me know. Would you be okay with a bonus question in the form of a new game that I might be working on down the lines?
Suppose?
I can't tell you what the game's about yet. I just have to hear a yes or a no. You'd be good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because if not, it's going to be some incredibly obscure question about Jingle All the Way.
No, that's fine. I'll take the new game.
Okay, you good with that, Andy?
Collusion.
Because other than that, I was going to ask you, like, what was the reindeer's name in the neighbor's house? Or, like, what kind of cookies were made that Arnold told, or whoever to put down. And what was the neighbor's name, for that matter, would have even been a good one. But instead, I have an idea for a new show, a new game, rather, where we kind of take quotes from movies and either twist them or add to them or whatever, and you tell me either you finish the quote for me or you tell me the correct quote. All right?
Okay.
All right. Now, since it's Christmas, you would think I'm going to pick a Christmas movie, but I'm not. You see, because I wasn't anticipating on doing this, so I'm not at all prepared, like, at all. I even got the hiccups right now. It's crazy. So, I have to give you something that I know immediately. And the only thing I can think of at the moment, because it's quoting a movie, and what better movie to quote than the one I know so well, he bends over and speaks from his bum.
No, the proper quote is he bends over and he speaks from his rear.
Oh, him. That's right. You got it. That's the point. That's the bonus point. It's tie game. It's over. It's over. Tie game.
Ace Ventura when nature calls.
That's another bonus point. Fresco wins.
Collusion!
No, I'm kidding. I couldn't do that. How about if I give you guys both the same quote, and let's see if you guys get it right or not.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Here we go. You ready? What? Something like 36? Is that including me? What is the next line?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Ooh. The next line is 37. It's from Clerks.
Oh.
All right. Jeez. God, unprepared again. All right. Tell me the next line of this one. But my cousin Walter jerked off in public once. True story. He was on a plane to New Mexico when all of a sudden the hydraulics went. The plane started spinning around, going out of control, so he decides it's all over, whips it out, and starts beating it right there. So all the other passengers take a cue from him, and they start whipping it out and beating like mad. And all the passengers are beating off, plummeting to a certain doom, and all of a sudden, snap! The hydraulics kick back in, the plane rights itself, and it lands safely, and everyone puts their pieces, or whatever, away and deboard. No one mentions the phenomenon to anyone else. What's the next line?
Again, no clue.
Fresco?
I have never heard that before in my life.
It's from Mallrats, isn't it?
Yes! What's the next line?
I can't think of the next line. I just know the movie. I know it's from Mallrats.
Well, did he come or what?
Oh.
Jesus Christ, man. There's just some things you don't talk about in public. All right, let me get away from Kevin Smith. How about the next one? You just tell me the movie that it's from, all right?
Okay.
I'm out of ideas. I can't do Jim Carrey. I can't do Kevin Smith. What else is there? I got it.
Santa's coming. I know him. I guess nobody knows that quote.
No,
Elf.
never. Seen
Oh,
it.
good one, Andy.
Never seen it.
Me neither.
Yeah, you got the quote.
Yeah, because I know what Will Ferrell sounds like.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with Andy. I won't say if he's right or wrong. I'll just tell him the quote. You have to tell me whether or not what the name of the movie is. And then, Fresco could tell me what the name of the movie is. Okay, here we go. Kevin, this is my calling. I have to make the world a safer place for my children. Your children? You gotta be
Blank
with
man.
I'm sorry, is it your turn?
Sorry. The fact that he didn't know it that quickly upsets me.
I was waiting for him to finish.
Well, what is
I
your answer,
apologize.
Andy? What's your answer? Andy.
I got nothing.
Wait, for real? All right, I'll
Yeah,
finish
for
it
real.
then. All right, let me finish. Your children, you've got to be with a woman first. You've got to knock some boots, man. You're a virgin. No, I'm a gentleman. Obviously, this is what you need to do to work through Grandma's death. But we're going to do it my way. Still nothing?
No, still nothing.
I'm practically trying to give this thing to you. All right, yep, Fresco wins. Blank man. Someone...
Collusion!
Collusion! He gave you the answer!
I did. He only got like 4 words out, and I said it was blank man.
I purposely drug this game on to have a final so that Fresco needed to get 2 points to tie it. Somehow he did that, and you still ended up losing.
Because of collusion.
There's no collusion! Not between me and Fresco, not between me and you. I was just trying to make you win for once. It's Christmas. I wanted to be giving. I wanted to actually give you a chance to win. You still blew it. You suck.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Willy Wonka! Willy Wonka, I know that one.
For
Oh, yeah, that one
real.
you're getting.
Just try giving it to you. Here you
You gonna
go,
name the
dog.
singer what?
Here's the kibble and bits. Just eat it from my hand. Here you are. Oh, you don't like the cheese parts? Let me take those out for you. Here you go. Still nothing.
Oh, you know what? Your neighbor dog just burrowed over me and knocked all the food out of my hand. Here's a nice juicy steak that's already
my
cut up and ready for you to swallow.
Everything. Don't worry, it's not hot. Eat it as fast
Yeah, well,
as
fuck
you
it, the
want.
neighbor dog can have it then.
Yeah, exactly. At some point, if you're not going to eat it, I gotta throw it away.
You done?
I am. Well,
Jeez.
that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. I
Filled
hope
with
you liked
holiday
it.
cheer.
Yeah, filled with holiday cheer. I hope you liked it. And of course, there's only one last thing to do, and that's to name this episode. And we're not going to name it Fresco Wins, although we should. Because I'm sure as soon as people listen, they're going to go, yeah, Andy sucks at this. Fresco wins.
I have a thought.
What do you got?
Christmas
Collusion
collusion.
aplenty. Christmas collusion.
And that will do it. That'll do it for this year's Christmas episode of the Side Splitters. Episode number 61, Christmas Collusion. My name is Lyle.
And my name is bitter about it.
And I'm Fresco.
Fresco the trophy winner. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy, if I missed it, I'm sorry.
And whatever
Merry
the
Christmas!
transgenders celebrate.
Yeah.
Happy one of those two.
Yeah, happy one of those too. God, I hate these holidays. Next week, perhaps maybe a New Year's tradition and the top 10 of some sort?
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Fresco, you up for next week?
Oh, next week? My God, people are gonna get tired of hearing me.
It's the holidays, dude!
It's the holidays. Dun, 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 dun.
No, people are going to get tired of you singing, maybe, but they're not going to get tired of hearing you.
You know, they're gonna get tired of me singing them. Fuck them.
There's no, luckily there's no New Year's songs that anyone cares about, at least. Unless you count, Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night by, Black Eyed Peas, because for some reason that always gets played.
Oh, I thought that was Chef from South Park.
Start spreading the news.
Alright, well, that is, I already did the outro. We're done. See you guys next week.
Oh,